Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
Good morning, Sally Sawaya. It doesn't seem like a week ago that you were here.
It was it was faster.
Yeah, seems like a week has gone by really quickly.
Yes.
So welcome back, Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right in Rabier. So how's everything going? What kind of things are you helping with people at the moment?
I'm helping with weight loss, weight gain, sports nutrition. Pregnant ladies are coming in. It's the season, I guess. Everything to do with problems with nutrition, digestive problems, heart problems, high cholesterol, triglyceride, they all come to my office.
So what's your advice now to lose weight for the winter?
To lose weight, you have to get back into, you have to get back into the good routine because jumbled our food intake.
Yeah, summer is always crazy.
Yeah, now you have to get back to your breakfast, early breakfast, your lunch, your dinners, your healthy snacks.
And now the schools are starting, so you need
to... Exercise. Don't skip the exercise because we've been, skipping that in the summer.
Yeah.
And just be careful about your dinners. We've been going out a lot.
Yeah,
so now,
late at night, eating at like midnight.
And that's the worst thing.
And here in Lebanon, we have dinners so late. In America, when you say, let's go out to dinner, sometimes that means 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, they have dinner really early.
That's grandma time.
7 is super normal for a dinner, you know? And then here, it's like 10 o'clock and we haven't even eaten yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. It is crazy.
Anyway. So your top 5 things today is a really interesting one.
Yeah, you gave me the idea, Olga. It's about lactose intolerance.
I just keep hearing about people being lactose intolerant. I want to know more.
Because it's very common in the Middle East.
Where's my farting sound effect?
Does it actually give you that symptom?
Yes.
It makes you gassy?
You know what happens with lactose intolerance is when the body cannot make lactase, which is the enzyme needed to digest lactose, which is the milk sugar.
Okay.
So without
lactase... you're not digesting milk and therefore...
Exactly. It passes unchanged into your large intestine. It's fermented by the bacteria. And that's why we have cramps, gas, bloating, diarrhea. And that's it, Gavin.
And this.
Yeah.
Sally couldn't hear that. She's not wearing headphones. Thank goodness.
She heard it loud enough through mine.
Okay. So, top 5 things, how to prevent it or what?
So, it's 5 tips to reduce the lactose intolerance symptoms.
Okay. How can we reduce them at number 5?
Number 5, check your lactose intolerance threshold. So some people may tolerate a half a glass or 1 glass of milk and dairy like cheese, yogurt and labneh. And sometimes you cannot tolerate any milk, but you can tolerate the dairy products. So if you're a fan of milk and you cannot tolerate it at all, go for lactose-free milk and it's available in the market. Go for almond milk, rice milk, soya milk. So there are other alternatives that you can have.
All these substitutes, yeah.
Yes.
Are there some people that can't have any dairy at all?
Including cheese?
Yeah, some people, yes, because cheese contains only traces.
So most people can have cheese?
Yes, most people can have dairy products. Labneh, yogurt and cheese without any problems. Actually, most people can tolerate a glass of milk if it is spaced throughout the day. So just check your tolerance. Just don't say that I am lactose intolerant like
Maybe
that.
you're semi-tolerant.
Yes, exactly.
And you think that yogurt is like dairy. You think, oh God, you can't have yogurt.
You can, Gavin. You know why? I will talk about this later. Because the probiotics in yogurt, they help digest the lactose in milk.
So even if you're lactose intolerant, you can have like laban, ayran, yogurt.
And especially the yogurts with probiotics.
Okay,
so these really help.
Okay, good.
Number 4?
Serve milk with other foods. All the evidence show that most people with lactose intolerance can tolerate milk if it's mixed with other foods. Like, for example, milk with cereal or macaroni bhalib, with the spaghetti. So if you mix it with other food, it slows the digestion and it can make your symptoms easier to handle.
Okay.
Number 3?
Go for cheese, labneh and yogurt. We talked about this because yogurt contains only traces and cheese contains also traces of lactose. So most probably you can handle that.
Okay.
Ways to handle lactose intolerance. Number 2.
Number 2, read food labels. It's very important because in severe cases, like when you cannot tolerate anything, lactose is found in cream cheeses, baked goods, in salad dressings, in sauces, of course, ice cream, soups. So just check the label and make sure you avoid it if you have severe cases of lactose intolerance.
And number 1.
Consume other foods rich in calcium, because we are just fans of dairy because it's the richest source of calcium and it's very well absorbed in the body.
Yeah.
So go for other foods rich in calcium.
Like
These
what?
are broccoli, almonds.
Really? That's surprising.
Almonds are really a rich source. Okra, not everybody likes okra, but
Bamie.
it is a rich source.
I
yes.
love bamie.
I hate
those
okra.
hairy little vegetables. They're
Horrible.
hairy and slimy, but they're the best.
Yeah, and beans, legumes, and dried fruits contain a bit of calcium, and sardines.
Okay, well, thank you. Top 5
problem.
things. If you have a question for Sally Sawaya, our WhatsApp number is 03-887-000. What would you like to ask Sally Sawaya this morning?
I sit and wait.
Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
03-887-000. Your questions for Sally Sawaya this morning.
So actually some people wanting to clarify some stuff about the lactose intolerance. Someone's asking, what about goat milk? Is that okay? And does it contain the same lactose as cow milk?
It contains a little bit less lactose than cow's milk, but it still contains lactose.
Okay.
So you can have it in moderate amounts, but it still contains lactose.
And goat cheese as well?
Again, it contains traces.
Okay.
I don't like goat cheese. It tastes very farmyard.
Yes, true, Gavin.
You can almost, I don't know.
You can smell the goat.
Yes.
basically, but I like
you
it.
can. No, I don't like it.
Someone's asking about pistachios. Are they bad for your cholesterol levels?
They are good for your cholesterol levels. Pistachios are really good because they contain the good fats that help lower your bad the bad cholesterol, which is the LDL cholesterol. But have them in moderation. You can have a handful. And be aware that 10 pieces of pistachios are about 45 calories.
That's not so bad.
That's good. So if you have 20, that's 90
And you have
calories.
to
It's a
work
good snack.
to get them out, you know? So I feel like
Exactly.
you don't eat them as quickly. Some of the other nuts, you just throw them in your mouth and you don't know how many you've eaten.
Yeah, this is what I don't like about pistachios. All that work, picking them open.
But that's good because it slows you down and you end up
Yes.
eating less.
I know, I don't like it. I just want to empty
It's
the nuts into my
healthy.
hand and put them into my mouth. That's it.
Like 20 of them at a time.
I don't want any work.
This one, actually, another lactose question. I'm trying to lose weight. Do dairy products make water retention? Oh, so not really lactose, but dairy products. And do they make losing weight more difficult? Lactose, dairy products.
It's actually the other way around because there is one thing in dairy products called conjugated linoleic acid, and now they are doing it in tablet form. It actually helps mobilize fat.
Okay.
So lots of research show that if you have dairy in your diet, it helps you lose weight. But make sure to choose the low-fat variety. And don't add salt to the labneh and yogurt because the salt makes the water retention. Dairy in itself, it doesn't have any water retention effect.
Ayran is actually salty. Is
True.
that artificial salt?
Yeah, they add a little bit of
They
salt.
add,
If you have ayran, just have more water so that all the water that you retain goes out of your body.
Okay. Someone's asking about the 8-16 diet. What does 8-16 mean?
Now it's fashionable, the intermittent diet. So it's a kind of intermittent fasting diet where you eat within the 8-hour period and you fast for the remaining 16 hours.
Oh, so you don't eat for 16 hours?
Yes, and it's easy,
But that's okay because you're sleeping for most of that.
Exactly. So you eat, for example, from 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock. So it's good. At least at night, you are not eating a lot and then your body is not storing the extra calories.
Yeah, that's actually good.
So it's not bad as long as within this time frame you are choosing a balanced diet. So why not? It's a good option.
Okay, cool. Someone else is saying, I have been using the blood type diet for the last month. It is the only diet that I find tolerable and I can actually maintain. I'm O positive, which means I can no carbs. So this person does not eat carbs on this diet, nor fruits. I was wondering, how can I phase out the diet without gaining all the weight back again while eating normally?
So we normally don't believe in the blood type diet because it's not based on scientific evidence that it works. However, since the person is O positive and he's not having fruits or carbs, then it's a high protein diet which makes you lose weight fast. So that's why it's working for that person. So just you need to build up your carbs. So you need to enter like one serving at a time. Like for example,
One serving per meal?
one serving per day
Per
at a time.
day.
For example, you can have like half a loaf of carb bread, whole grain or whole wheat in the morning, and half a loaf in the evening. That's for 3 days, and then enter 1 fruit and then 2 fruits so that you reach a maximum of 3.
So
and
don't
then,
have like 15 fruits at a time and like a loaf of
Exactly.
bread.
You need, for example, 1 to 2 weeks to enter the carbs gradually.
Okay, and that should work.
Yes.
Okay, great. This one is asking, Sally, how much extra calories should one eat on a gym day versus a regular day? Like a rest day?
Yes, you can afford to eat like 300 to 500 calories more if you're trying to maintain your weight. I get this question a lot. If you're trying to lose weight and you're exercising, so stick to the calories that the dietitian is giving you. But however, if you want to maintain your weight, just on gym days have an extra maybe 200 to 500 depending how intensely is your workout, and then you'll be replenishing your calories.
What happens if you want to bulk up? You want to actually gain weight?
Yeah, Gavin, then the calories you'll be increasing, you have to increase them smartly by having good quality protein, lean protein, and good carbs, and, for example, another piece of fruit. So just have your calories smartly. Don't have anything that comes your way.
Okay.
I mean, don't have like a manoushi, for example, after a workout. Just make sure to have, for example, if you're intensely increasing your exercise, have a protein shake with 1 fruit, for example, and then have your balanced meal. So just wisely use your calories.
Okay. This one says, what do you think about the keto diet, and does it cause any cholesterol problems? What is that?
Yeah, it may cause cholesterol problems. It's a high-fat diet.
Keto
So
diet?
yes,
Okay.
it contains a lot of fat. Like 70% of the calories come from fat.
That sounds unusual. Like, why would you eat fat if you're trying to lose fat?
You know, it's working now because it's very low in carbohydrates. You train your body to burn fat for calories to get energy. So it helps your body to break down the fat stores and use them for energy. That's why it's working now. But it doesn't work in everybody, because I tried it on some of my clients and it didn't work in some of them.
Were you experimenting on your client?
Gavin, you know, when someone reaches a plateau, I try many things, but only for short periods of time to check if the body accepts
So a
that
few
type
weeks
of
at a
diet.
time.
But normally I go with the balanced diet, but it doesn't work because people in Lebanon, they do a lot of diets. They yo-yo diets. They just lose weight and gain weight, and then the body doesn't respond well to a proper diet.
So you have to do something crazy.
Yes, not very crazy. I do it in a moderate way,
Okay.
as long as he has
So
all the
supervised.
nutrients. Yes.
Does the keto diet give you bad breath?
Yes, of course, Gavin, because it gives you acetone breath.
Oh.
Because you're not having carbs, you're
Sounds
just
gross.
metabolizing the fat. It says ketone bodies, and it's translated as acetone in your breath.
Yeah.
It may increase
lovely.
cholesterol and have other side effects, but I mean, sometimes it works.
One more question, just a very quick one. Does full fat Hayran have a lot of calories? Because there's also the fat-free one, but she doesn't like the
Yeah,
taste.
not much because it's diluted. So one full bottle is about like 100 calories, which is fine.
Okay, so you can have the full fat one.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for all your advice today, Sally Sawaya.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Sally.
Sally is from Sally's Diet Right in Rabier, and if we want to get in touch with you,
My Facebook page, Sally's Diet Right. The right is spelled RITE, or my Insta.
thank you. Sally Sawaya.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know.